Al Hamilton's name is synonymous with hockey in and around Edmonton. As a player, Hamilton reached the pinnacle of junior hockey, bridged the National Hockey League and the World Hockey Association, and represented Canada internationally.
You learn to not to get too high, not too low, and that you're going to have times when things aren't going well and things when you can't do too many things wrong. So I think that those kind of lessons and teamwork, being able to work well with your peers is something that you use all the rest of your life.
Hamilton played junior hockey with the Edmonton Oil Kings, reaching the Memorial Cup 3 consecutive years and winning in 1966.
I decided to come to Edmonton as a junior and played my 3 years with the Oil Kings, and that was kind of set down some roots. And when the opportunity came up to come back to Edmonton, the WHA was starting, and Bill Hunter was a great salesman. I had no intention of leaving Buffalo in the NHL, but he kind of talked me into it, and I got a long-term deal that was guaranteed in Edmonton, so it was kind of hard to resist, and it was coming home. I had a lot of friends and family here still, so it wasn't a real hard decision.
He made his NHL debut with the New York Rangers, eventually cracked their lineup in 1969. In the 1970 NHL expansion draft, Hamilton was the third selection of the Buffalo Sabres. In 1972, Hamilton returned to his western roots as a member of the Alberta Oilers. They would become Edmonton the next year, one of the inaugural franchises in the newly formed WHA. He was team captain for 4 seasons and named an All-Star in 1974 and 1978.
Edmonton wasn't that big a town or a city at that time. It was, I think, around 500,000 people, and we had an old rink that we were playing in that held, if you stuffed them in the rafters, probably 5,000 people, and that's how that league started. And the first game we played in the WHA was, I wondered what the heck I'd gotten myself into. The game went on, and there was about 50 fights, and what the hell have I done? But eventually it improved, and by the end of the WHA days, we were pretty good hockey teams.
In 1974, Hamilton was selected to the WHA's Team Canada Summit Series squad, playing in 3 games and recording an assist against Russia.
When you go into a series at that time with the Russians, I mean, the ideology was so different. That was communism, and they were right in the height of communism, and we'd seen the '72 series and how competitive that was, and it was quite shocking to all Canadians that the Russian team would be that caliber. They were machines. Their conditioning and their skill set was really quite awesome, and what we kind of had to do is adapt our game a little bit, and also eventually you competed and were competitive there because of the good old Canadian will to win, and we were probably tougher than they were.
Hamilton's playing career ended in 1980 as he returned to the NHL, playing 31 games with the Edmonton Oilers. Upon his retirement, his number 3 jersey was the first to be retired by the franchise, and Hamilton remains the only Oiler not part of the 1980 Stanley Cup teams to have his jersey retired.
Well, being the first captain was obviously a nice honor, but having my jersey retired at the end of the time was also was a big thrill. Probably some fans would just as soon hang me up there as the banner.